Conrad, what the heck is an asymptote?
An asymptote is a mathematical concept. It is a line that is perpetually moving towards a curve, but actually will never reach said curve. And so Asymptotes, the piece, is kind of an exploration of that idea, just more conceptually and poetically, not in terms of the work's organization necessarily. I found this idea very beautiful. It actually also just aligned with certain musical biases of mine that have kind of popped up recently. I've just been very fascinated by music that by design is almost struggling to stay together. Music that ultimately, like, I think the three instruments here in this piece, I think they form a gestalt, a sonic gestalt of material, and they're often actually acting as one unit, but in order to reach that sort of totality, there is this sense that the instruments are never truly playing together. They are playing around one another, they are interacting with one another, but they are never quite meeting completely. I also find that there is something palpably effortful about the sounds of people trying to stay together. So not quite coming together, not quite falling apart, but trying to be together. I think there's something very beautiful about being able to hear that or sense that. To me, that's often very emotional, actually. I mean, literally the way that the music is written is there is a pulse, and it's a fairly regular pulse. I think most of the time signatures in this piece are based around a quarter note pulse, but very rarely is anyone actually playing on said pulse. And yet, in order for the piece to be executed as written, the three players have to really share that sense of rhythm, that sense of pulse. There has to be this unifying thing, but the three players have to collaborate with one another to feel it. And so my goal was to create a condition basically of interdependency within the piece. Because there isn't really one player who can guide the whole thing the whole time. Everyone kind of has to contribute in some form, and everyone depends on one another. And I find that very, very beautiful and also just true to life. Like, to me, that is a truth of the world, that we are interdependent on one another, and it's what I love about music making. And so I just wanted to try to make that the text of the work somehow.